that would be such an honor to hold the flag for Canada. I mean, nothing's confirmed yet or anything. I haven't heard anything, but I mean, even that's a conversation and that's a possibility. It's very, very surreal.
Outshine Gold, presented by Lululemon.
Well, every Canadian will remember where they were during the Summer of Summer. What a remarkable run it has been for this young lady. In total, 3 gold medals, 1 silver, a Summer Olympics to remember. She has become, in many respects, the face of Team Canada here in Paris, and she really needs no introduction. She is the one and only Summer McIntosh. Thank you so much for joining us. It's an honor to sit next to you. Do you feel comfortable with that phrase, the face of Team Canada?
I mean, that's an absolute honor to hear you say that. Overall, this Games has been pretty crazy for me, of course, and to kind of see all my dreams come true and become reality, it's been incredible.
Is it possible to even put, like you say, words like crazy and whatnot, to put into words what the last 9 or so days have felt like?
Yeah, like you said, you can't put it into words. I mean, there's so much unexpected and unknowns going to a Games, along with anticipation and nervousness as well. So being able to still get the job done, I'm just very proud of myself. But no, it's been a whirlwind of emotions and ups and downs, and it's like kind of like a roller coaster throughout these last 9 days. So now kind of coming off of that and kind of being able to enjoy all that Team Canada's accomplished so far in these Olympics it's going to be great.
You mentioned nerves. Honestly, when I watch you compete, it feels like you're unflappable, like nothing bothers you. Do you even get anxious before the races?
Usually I don't. I think that a lot of that comes from past sports I did were a lot more nerve-wracking, and I've just been doing this for so long. But definitely before day 1 heat session, I've never been so nervous before a race, just to kind of start the meet off. But then other than that, every finals I've been super, super pumped, and I just get super excited. And any kind of nerves that I would feel, I just turn into adrenaline and excitement and try to feed off the crowd and know that I've prepared my body as best as I can possible throughout the years of training leading into these Games and all the preparation that I've done.
Of the 3 races that you won gold in, which one were you most worried about?
I wouldn't say I was worried for any of them. I mean, obviously, there was the 200 IM was probably the closest race I had, which was my last one. And then in training, I knew that day 8 of a swimming, I'm not going to feel super fresh, and I'm going to be super, super drained. So that really kept me motivated on those tough training days to keep pushing forward and knowing that I have to prepare myself as best as possible and kind of simulate what that's going to feel like. So going into that race, I knew it was going to be a close one. So definitely was pretty. It was a very anticipated race overall as well. So kind of trying to feed into that in a positive way, which I did, I think, very well. So yeah, I mean, that one was probably the most mentally challenging, as it was kind of very late into a swimming, but overall, I mean, obviously I'm happy with the result.
You know, it's interesting because honestly, I've never been to a swimming event before, and the first one that I ever went to is when you won your first gold medal, and I was blown away by just how focused you were. And even when you won gold, it felt like just another day at the pool. Like you didn't have some grandiose celebration or anything like that. The second gold that you won, there's a photo that's gone viral of you kind of cracking a smile en route to finishing. And so I'm wondering, like, how do you balance just always being focused and also enjoying the moment, smelling the flowers as much as you can?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a balance because since I did have a pretty hefty lineup and schedule for individual events along with relays, trying not to get too high or down on emotions depending on how my race went, and knowing after the silver or the gold in the 400 IM I still had so many more races left and I can't emotionally drain myself too much, but like you said, at the same time wanting to enjoy the moment because obviously this doesn't come around often. So anytime I got to stand on that podium and see the Canadian flag and wear the beautiful Lululemon gear was pretty incredible, and I try to soak that up as much as possible.
Was that in fact the smile that you cracked?
During the 400 IM final, I was smiling under the water that last 100 meters just because I knew I had the gold right at my fingertips and I knew that I was going to touch the wall first. So that was a pretty surreal moment. But no, during the 200 fly, it was a pretty close race, and I wouldn't say I was smiling, I was more probably screaming underwater from the pain, but also just kind of trying to push my body as fast as possible and as hard as possible to get to the wall.
I'm not surprised you haven't seen the photo because I read that you're off social media, which might be more impressive than the 3 gold medals as a 17-year-old to not be on social media.
Yeah,
Is this
exactly
true? Do you not look at all?
So I actually have like 2 separate phones with a different phone number, like just so I can completely, really kind of isolate myself and just really focus on the task at hand. It kind of simplifies things a lot when you're just focused on the swimming. But of course, I'm still texting my friends and family. But no, definitely try to stay off Instagram as much as possible. I mean, now I've gone on to it and TikTok as well. But yeah, going on social media is usually a daily routine thing. So kind of changing that up, I think really kind of freed a lot of, just kind of cleared the air in my head. And overall definitely helped kind of just kept me focused.
Have you received any message from like a celebrity or someone like, I can't believe this person has reached out to me, like anything that really stood out that sort of blew you away?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really gone through any of my direct messages on Instagram yet, so I'll be sure to kind of respond to those as much as possible. But honestly, celebrity or not celebrity, anyone that's reached out to congratulate me means the world.
I hear you're a big Drake fan.
Yes.
Have you met him? Has he
No.
said nothing?
I would literally like do anything to meet Drake. I mean, he's like the coolest person ever. So, and the fact that he's Canadian just is like the cherry on top. So, if I ever get to meet him, I'd probably pass out.
He's your number one?
Oh yeah, for sure, by far.
Favorite song? Is there one that you listen to before you race?
Depends on the event. I mean, for 200 Fly, I love the song Trophies. My favorite album of his is probably Take Care, I would say, or Certified Lover Boy. Those are my 2 favorite.
I feel like we can make this happen. I mean, you're both 2 Torontonians. Like, this feels like an easy thing. I feel like he would be honored to meet you at this point.
No, oh my God, no. If I literally, I would actually pass out. I'm
You think
not
so?
joking. Yes, like that's how much like, yeah, and he does, like I truly listen to him before every race. Like his music definitely gets me pumped up, and I've listened to him for so long, and the fact that he's from Toronto is also really, really cool.
By the way, I like your jewelry. I didn't note it. Does it like? Do you have to touch it? Do you still like? Does it feel surreal that these medals, 4 medals, are around your neck?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I wish you guys could feel. These are the heaviest medals like ever. It's crazy. It like hurts my neck. I'm not gonna lie. It's not just a cliche. But no, yeah, definitely super surreal, and it's so nice like at the Olympics or obviously any kind of big competition to have something that represents so much hard work and dedication and hours and sacrifice that you put into this, and kind of I'll have these medals for the rest of my life.
Obviously in Tokyo you were 14 and you didn't get any of those medals, and no one could blame you. You raced valiantly. Do you remember how you felt at the end of those games, what you told yourself about Paris and the expectations that you put on yourself as you left Tokyo?
Yeah, I mean, I was never more hungrier in my life than after the Tokyo Games. I mean, being 14 and making the Olympics was such a huge accomplishment for me, but then like a lot of people would say getting 4th is probably one of the worst positions you can be in at the Olympics, but I think it was honestly the best thing that's ever happened to me, because it really just fueled my fire and made me so much more hungrier going into Paris, and knowing that that was only 3 years away, knowing that I really wanted to bring back some medals, and obviously being able to do that now it's been awesome.
2 last quick ones. Are you the best swimmer in the world?
No, I would never.
A lot of people say that.
I would never say that about myself. I mean, my goal is just to do the best that I possibly can. I mean, everyone has different talents, everyone has different events. There's always going to be a debate, but no, I don't think I could ever say that about myself. I mean, I'm not really focused on titles or anything like that. I'm just really focused on bringing back medals for Team Canada and enjoying the process and having fun.
There's a rumor floating around that you may be asked to carry the flag at the closing ceremony. I don't know if you know yet or not, but if you do get that honor, what would that mean?
It would mean the absolute world. I mean, like you said, that would be such an honor to hold the flag for Canada. I mean, nothing's confirmed yet or anything. I haven't heard anything, but I mean, even that's a conversation and that's a possibility. It's very, very surreal.
Congratulations, you've made us so very proud. It's been surreal watching you compete. You're incredible, and as I've noted throughout our show, what impresses me more about you than your skills in the pool, your demeanor. Your grace, your class, your professionalism. It's really something special to watch. We're going to make this Drake thing happen. We got to make this happen.
Yes, please.
And I would be delighted for you when it does happen. Congratulations once again, Summer.
Thank you.